It don't matter how hot the girls are. If your music is lame, we can help with that, though. The Professional Adult Nightclub DJ Association presents Panda Off The Charts. Brand new tracks for the strip club industry to make your set sound fresher, more energized, and to keep things bumping. Here are your hosts, Danny Meyers, Ilan Fong, and Bob Chiappardi.
Panda Off The Charts. I'm Danny Meyers. That's Bob Chiappardi. That's Ilan Fong, and it is guest time right now. We got a musician on here right now. We have got Mike Lee from Grin Cynic. Mike, how you doing?
Doing great. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Tell me a little bit about Grin Cynic.
Grin Cynic.
Grin Cynic. I did that earlier today. Yeah, Grin Cynic. My bad. Tell me a little bit about Grin Cynic.
Sure. So I actually started the band about 25 years ago. There's a long history of it. Yeah. We did a lot of cool things back in the day. You can probably read it on the bio on our website. You know, we did some touring, did the Stern show. We played all over. And then, a few years ago, decided to get the band back together and really make an impact and kind of get some new musicians and new sounds and all that other fun stuff. And, we've been in the studio. We put together a couple of EPs. We've been touring around, actually closing the year out pretty strong this year. We just finished up some dates with Nita Strauss and with Saliva. We did some shows. Cool. It's been a really cool journey for the last couple of years, putting everything back together and, just going out there and just killing it. It's been real fun.
How would you describe your sound?
So our sound's, it's quite different. I wouldn't say it's metal or rock. It's probably, in between the two. New rock maybe with a kind of a old school feel to it. From the Zeppelin days to the Alice in Chains days to something that's just kind of a little bit different from what's out there today. I'm doing this out of pure passion. Put together songs that, I really enjoy playing and writing, not so much mainstream, but, we are making it that so we can, grow our fan base and have something for the listeners to really enjoy and connect with.
Ilan?
Absolutely. We're talking to Mike Lee from Grin Cynic. Now, I don't want to gloss over your band's history because it's actually fascinating. I mean, like you said, you guys started in the 90s and you kind of had some success getting on Howard Stern and all that stuff. And then your co-founder, Mark, unfortunately had a massive stroke, right? And so is that what led to you finding the new musicians and the new team? And you took over vocals at that point, right?
Yeah, so I was actually headed into the studio. I was talking to Mark and I was going to do my own thing. And then I found out that he had a massive stroke. And he really wanted the songs to live on, the name to live on, the band to live on. So I kind of shifted gears and took some of the unrecorded, unreleased stuff and put that together. Took even some of the original music and rewrote it, reformatted it a little bit, in kind of like a tribute to him. He was in the hospital. He was in some nursing homes as well for his last couple of months, and I was in the studio recording, and he was actually about three and a half hour drive from me. So I went up there a lot and played him the music and really liked it. And so I focused a lot of the efforts on that. And, he said, just keep it going, keep your dream alive, keep the name going. I've known this guy for 30 years and we did a lot of cool work together. And then, unfortunately, January of 2020, he passed. I'm sorry. This is, in tribute to him. And then also, again, just a passion of mine. And I wanted to, get some really good musicians involved and get some songs and get some, good producers and engineers and, the whole 9 yards, and then just go out there and just, bring it out to the masses. And that's, kind of what we're doing right now.
Good.
Well, that's awesome, man. What a great tribute to your friend, Mark, man.
Yeah.
And again, sorry for your loss. Sorry about that. And I think
Thank you.
The passion will speak through because of all this in the music. Danny, let's hear the track, man.
Okay, so what we're going to do is listen to about a minute of this Grin Cynic. It's called Walk the Fire. And let's check it out here.
I walk the fire to see the other side. I can't deny it. I walk the fire.
Won't look back, just keep my eyes in front of me. Whatever life may do to me, I'll meet it head on. I can't give in to the darkness that's inside, and even though I hide, it will, it consumes me now. I can't come back. I walk the fire to see the other side. I can't deny it. When the flames are rising high, even though I'm tired, it's fire for us to show. I keep surviving. I walk fire.
Nice. Okay, we're here with Mike Lee from Grin Cynic. That's their new track, about a minute of it, Walk the Fire. Bob gave us a copy of this about a month ago, so I've already had a couple of chances to listen to it. We actually reviewed it on last month's show, and it came back all positive, man. And I think your description of your sound, as you said in the beginning of our interview, is dead on right there, man. It's just perfect. Great drive. Vocals are perfect. I think it is that good combination of new and old. So, I'm already playing at a Diamonds Cabaret up in Dayton, Ohio. So it's already getting plays up there. Let me go over to Ilan Fong.
Excellent.
Yeah, man, I dug it the first time, and it keeps growing on me more. I really dig the background vocals and the harmonies. I think that's something that's been missing out of rock a lot, where it's usually just the lead vocalist doing all the doubling and tripling and or nothing at all and singing the chorus, which tends to everything kind of sounding the same. There's no nuance and dynamics in the vocals, especially leading into the chorus. So I really dig that, and the way you sang the other parts as well. So that's really cool to me. The guitar riff, your tone is great. Cool track, man, without a doubt. I think you're onto something.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a lot different in this iteration of the band, and a lot of the bands that are out there, I don't see. All of us sing, aside from our drummer. So we're doing 3-part harmonies, and we're doing a lot of that, and we're doing it all live without tracks, and it's all raw. So that's kind of the path that I wanted to move on. And so when I went out and recruited musicians, it was very important to have a lot of pieces of the puzzle together, which was singing, be good at your instrument, and let's just go up there and be pros and kill it. So
think one of the bands you mentioned, Alice in Chains, what made them so distinctive, they pretty much had two lead singers, with Jerry and Lane, and that awesome combination, the blending of their voices, right, made them so frickin' different. And I think you keep on that path, you'll find that with one of your guys, singing the backups. I think really cool stuff, man.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, let me jump up to Bob Chiappardi from
StripJointsMusic.com.
Bob, StripJointsMusic.com, a promotional music service to the strip club industry. You have had this on your program for a few weeks now, so I got to, how's that going for you?
Well, first off, just to say, the song's not out commercially yet, so the Panda DJs are the first to get their little hands on it. So it's
premiere people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
That's right.
VIP treatment for the Panda members out there.
Love it.
There you go.
Sonic Bamboo, baby. Sonic Bamboo for the Pandas.
So what do you call it? We're so far we're getting a good reaction, and I got a feeling that it'll probably chart this month. Looking forward to that, and everything's just building, and looking forward to the release, which is coming up imminently, and go from there.
Well, cool. It's definitely going to get on my chart for sure. We'll be making the new chart in probably about 3 or 4 days. It's definitely going to get on mine. So yeah, very, very cool. Well, Mike, let me ask you a couple questions. If people want to follow you, how can they do that? Instagram, social medias, website?
Yeah. So we're all over social media. They can follow us on Instagram at Grin Cynic, GrinCynic, as you can see on my screen. Facebook is at Grin Cynic Official. And then we're on YouTube and Spotify and all the other platforms that are out there that all the folks use and all the kids use these days.
Yeah.
So, we're definitely out there, and we're pretty active. We have some people behind us that are helping out with social media. So we're pretty responsive too. So and myself and all the band members, we're pretty active on social media. So the responses that folks get when they ask questions, they're typically coming from us personally, because that's kind of the thing. We want to make it personal and not have some social media manager or some robot answering questions.
Yeah.
It all comes.
That's awesome.
Really, be able to connect with the fans and be there.
So now, so it's going to be an actual band then. So it's not just a bunch of hired guys. You're starting to write together and all that stuff, or are you?
Yeah, we're a band. This is it's the five of us. We have a lead singer, and it's just to your point, like the Alice in Chains type of approach. On the first EP, I did all the singing. I actually played all the instruments on the first EP, and then we did that live for about 8 months, 9 months, and it was pretty tiring on stage and challenging on stage. And I'm like, you know what? I think it'd be good to get a good lead singer, and I'll kind of be the Jerry Cantrell, right? And pick up the guitar and do a lot of the harmonies and work with the singer. And so that's what we've been doing and for the last 8 or 9 months, and it's just been working out great. These guys, it's like fate that we found each other. We're all from the kind of the same background, all Northerners, so we get along great. We're spending hours and hours together, and touring and buses and every place. So we can stand each other. It's pretty important.
Real quick, who are the other guys, and what do they do?
So we got Brendan. He's on lead vocals. We got Greg. He's bass, and he also sings harmony as well. Got Sean on guitars. Him and I, we do kind of the switch off on leads and rhythms. And we got Rafi on the drums. And
very cool.
So again, it's a pretty it's a really good chemistry between the five of us. It's awesome.
Awesome. Can't wait to hear more, man.
Yeah. What about concerts, shows, anything like that? Are you touring right now?
Right now, we actually just finished. We just closed out the year with some really big shows, which is good. We're working with our management to set up a lot of things that are going to be happening in 2022. So everyone stay tuned for that. Yeah. We've got some cool announcements coming out. But yeah, we're going to be all over the place in 2022. I can't wait. I'm stoked. This is what I live for, is going out there and playing live, playing festivals, playing shows, and just getting out there on stage and sweating and just blasting it. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Very cool. Mike Lee from Grin Cynic, man, we appreciate you taking time out of your day to come on our show with us, Panda Off the Charts.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks, man.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for listening to Panda Off the Charts, presented by the Professional Adult Nightclub DJ Association. Now you know what's new. Get a full list of tracks from this show and previous shows at pandaoffthecharts.com.